Welcome to Coffee with Keith. My thought this week is take a risk. You know, I heard a speaker say one time that we have to risk self to experience self. And I'm reminded this week of how important it is for us to make a commitment, take the risk, step into the unknown in order to make our business goals grow and really prosper. I had a meeting this week with someone and we were talking about a business opportunity, and I was reminded of how reticent people can become in taking a risk. Here, this person wants to make millions, at least thousands of dollars, but is unwilling to make a few $100 risk, to take a chance on moving their business forward. While I was sitting there in discussion, I was reminded of how stifling not taking a risk can be. It's not only stifling to the actual project or objective that we have, it stifles us mentally. It keeps us confined in. I also think about the proverbial painting yourself into the corner. I often do that where I make a commitment before I know what the outcome will be, before I have all of the answers. Now, that's not to say that I just go off willy-nilly and make decisions. I do due diligence, and I look at some of the risks and some of the obstacles that may be involved in a project or an opportunity. But at some point, you've got to stop investigating and move forward and take the risk. So that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to think about where you can take a risk, the kind of risks that might almost take your breath away, like, what would my neighbors think? What would my spouse think? What would my associates think? What would my customers think of that idea? That may be the very idea you need to follow to really move forward in these competitive times. Again, you want to do your homework, you want to investigate, but at some point you must make the commitment, and that's where you truly begin to succeed. So this week, I want you to take that risk. If you'd like to let me know what risks you're taking, feel free to visit my website, KeithPowellSpeaker.com. You'll also find some other resources there that might be helpful in the development of your business goals. Or visit me on Facebook, Keith Powell. Until next week, this is Keith Powell. And don't forget, take that risk.